ridiculous. What's the point anyway? She asked herself as she began removing lilies from the vase. It wasn't like there was some magical configuration that would make tonight's dinner feel more celebratory or change the inevitable. After she got this leaf out of the water and stopped playing musical chairs with the guest list, they'd still have to relocate to Rolling Hills. Moving to a new city is a new chapter in my blessed life. According to her therapist, repeating the relocation mantra would help calm her nerves whenever she felt anxious. But how many times did DeAndrea have to say the words before she actually believed them? It wasn't that she doubted God's plans for her life. He was omnipotent, after all. But she was starting to wonder if her guardian angel had quietly quit. Because this was supposed to be her year. Once Nina started kindergarten, DeAndrea had planned to do some real soul-searching, because there had to be more to life than being Malik's wife and Nina's mother. Not that she regretted holding either of those titles, or her decision to leave big law so she'd actually have time to spend with her little family. But damn if she wasn't ready to reclaim those precious hours between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. to do something other than pick up Malik's dry cleaning and mothering her daughter. She needed some time to mother herself. That's what she was supposed to be doing in 3 weeks, discovering and embracing the next chapter of her life, not moving to raggedy-ass Rolling Hills. Who knows what she would have done, or who she might have become if they weren't leaving Atlanta. Maybe she would have returned to big law. Not as a full-time attorney, of course. She already knew that billable hours life was akin to indentured servitude. But maybe she could have worked as a part-time associate. There was also her homegirl's offer to teach a seminar at Emory Law School. And if she discovered she loved teaching, maybe she would have gotten a tenure-track gig. Or perhaps she might have just learned to embrace life as a kept woman. It wasn't like being a homemaker was the worst job in the world. Hell, she might have even allowed herself to be poked and prodded in the hopes of having another baby. Or, as the fertility specialist would say, another geriatric pregnancy. Sure, being 42 was older, but it wasn't geriatric. Geez, did she even have any eggs left? So much for the house full of babies you thought you'd have one day. DeAndrea sighed as she placed the last lily back in the floral centerpiece. Whatever she might have done or become, she'd never know. Because her life had been rocked to the core ever since her mother-in-law's Alzheimer's diagnosis. Mama Whitman's disappearance, the excruciating wait during the silver alert, and everything that followed had forever changed what being close to family meant for her and Malik. Mama Whitman was the reason, the only reason, they were moving to Rolling Hills. This is your reminder the caterers will arrive in 1 hour. Alexa's monotone robotic voice called out from the kitchen. DeAndrea glanced at her Cartier tank as if Alexa were lying. How is it 6 o'clock already? Hell, perhaps she was geriatric. Because it didn't matter how hideous that damn silicone band was, she had to start wearing her Apple Watch again. She really needed those buzzing wrist notifications. Shit. Shittles, babe. Malik's deep voice gently chastised as he walked into the dining room. Shit. I really gotta memorize that kid-friendly swear chart. Right. Shittles. Shittles, shiitake mushrooms, anything but shit. Nina's all ears these days, remember? He slid his arms around DeAndrea's waist and nuzzled his face against her neck. She turned to kiss him and smiled. With his long locks pulled into a messy man bun, Malik seemed even taller than his 6'4" frame. DeAndrea gave him a quick once-over. The subtle scent of Le Labo Santal 33. Freshly shaven salt and pepper goatee. Classic Burberry polo paired with crisp navy slacks and his beloved house shoes that looked like leather.